Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Frelick squeezes it, and there's one down. Now the catcher up to hit, Pudge Rodriguez. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Throwing the ball really well today. That two-seam fastball's got good run on it. Excellent job of moving it around the plate.
One down, base is empty. That misses, and the count is 1-2. That one missed. Up the middle, Rollins gets the catcher by a step. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. 1 for 2. And that's in the dirt. 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
2 outs, base is empty. Just missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Puts a bunt down. Turner on to first. That's the third out. And we're back. Now it's the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins.
Jimmy Rollins.
This one popped up. McGuire hauls it in for the out. And there's one away. Now it's Yan Gomes.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Fouled off left side. Gomes measures 6 feet 2 inches, 37 years young, and he's a native of Brazil. That one fouled off.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
So the lineup flips over, and now the right fielder, Sal Frelick. And first offering is fouled off. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the number 2 hitter, Christian Campbell. Doyle on the move. And there's one down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Frelick settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Manny Ramirez, the next to hit. Out to short, Rollins. Fires across the diamond. They don't come any quicker. 3 pitches for 3 outs, inning over. We go to the top of the 7th, and now Brenton Doyle.
Brenton Doyle.
Fought off foul.
Well, these guys they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
0-2.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That's the third. The throw to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh. Here is Goldschmidt.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Foul ball there.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. And the batter will be Justin Turner. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Smash down the left field line. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Around first and hustling for second. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time. Now a good opportunity.
Runner takes off for third. There's a ball. Caught in a rundown now.
1-1.
He was caught in between there, and they'll tag him out in the baseline, and that will end the inning. Bottom of the inning, and here's the first baseman, Mark McGuire. And he deals. In the air, right side, and that drops foul. Here's the 0-1. And misses inside. The 1-1 is fouled off. The other way. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Throw back in, holds him at first, so just a single.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball.
That one is absolutely belted. Adios, pelota. They must be going crazy in the dugout. It's 3-1. Here comes Corey Seager. 0 for 2 in this one.
Rasmussen.
Into the outfield, base hit.
Now batting, third baseman.
Man at first, nobody out. Adrian Beltre getting ready to hit. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Frelick hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the catcher.
Here's the catcher, Pudge Rodriguez. Up the middle, Rollins. To India at second for 1.
Safe.
Over to first, safe. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. 1 for 3.
Armstrong.
In the dirt, blocked. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. And he's out.
On the tag, he's
Cut
out.
down, and that ends the inning. And we're back. And now it's going to be Tony Clark.
Tony
McClanahan back to work. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Crow Armstrong moves after it. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And a quick out, number one. Benintendi up here. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He circles the bases. It's 3-2. And now Jonathan India. Way inside, gets out of the way. Trying to hold a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the eighth. Strike two.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Got him. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Jimmy Rollins digs in now. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Swing and a miss, strike one.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
And they tag him out. Ready for the bottom of the eighth, and now Pete Crow Armstrong. He swings and fouls one off.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. So up next, Christian Campbell. He's already homered here in this one. And that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. So now the DH spot, Willie Mays. Out towards right center field. Frelick makes the play. Runner tags at second, but now he won't try for third. Stays put with one away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Manny Ramirez. That's towards center. Doyle settles under it and makes the grab. Runner tags at second.
Now, we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
McGuire stands in with two away as he takes a ball. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
Ball, one strike.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Runners on first and third, two away. Here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. This one in the air, center field. Doyle makes his way towards it, and that will end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the catcher comes up to him, Yan Gomes. And that's ripped for a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Squirts away a little bit. And the runner stays where he is. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Sean Jelly taking over on the mound.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Liner caught at second.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his skills catching the line drive, but most importantly, he kept the runner out of scoring position. Things would look a little different if he didn't make that play.
Doyle in now, takes ball one off the plate. And that one fouled off.
Runner!
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And that's fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Hauls it in, and there's two away. So they're down to their final out. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. 0 for 3 in this one.
Runner,
First
runner.
offering. Runner goes. Strike in there. Oh, caught up in a rundown now. Pick to second, and it's thrown into center. So the tying run at second.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Jelly is just one strike away. Hard liner. That's the ball game.
It looked like the pitcher was getting into a little trouble there, but quickly brought out a pitch.
All right, ready to get underway. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Popped up, and that's a foul ball. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Satchel comes to the plate. That's down and in.
2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one ripped. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Satchel kicks and delivers. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Back there. Adios, pelota. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. It's 1-0.
Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Brenton Doyle, the batter now as he swings and
0-1's
misses
the
for
count.
strike 1. Page. He's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate.
2 strikes.
Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Throw to first. In
He's
time
out.
to get him. 1 away in the strikeout. And now it's Christian Yelich.
You're best when you let the game come to you. Tried to make too much happen right there. Not his best at bat.
0-1.
Betts whips
He's
it to
out.
first. Yelich out on the play. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Babe Ruth. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Yeah, he throws
0-1's the
strikes,
count.
and you know he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
And it's into the gap. And he's got a double.
Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Swing and a miss. And the count is
0-2 is the
0-2.
count.
It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many Betts whips it to first? That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. And now the shortstop, Carlos Correa. Correa, the former first overall pick from Puerto Rico back in 2012, and he blossomed into the American League Rookie of the Year in 2015. Inside. And it's 1-2.
That's excellent location for a pitch like that. It looks like it's going to be a strike, and then it just runs in on the hands. So if you can command it and hitters have to respect it, just keep going in there until they make you make an adjustment.
Glass now, ready and deals. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. And here is Walker Jenkins. That one lifted to left. Carter hauls it in, 2 away. And Jack Peterson stands in. And ball one. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a base hit. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. New arm out of the bullpen, Hunter Brown.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Peterson, the runner at first with 2 gone. On the ground right side, Geloff. They get the force. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. Here's the left fielder, Evan Carter. Page back to work. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike one. And he hits a ground ball right side. Betts whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down. And now Cal Raleigh.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. That one pushed foul. 1 out, base is empty. Now he breaks his bat. Now the throw to first on the run. On the money. Nice play. Zach Geloff now at the plate. Late on that fastball.
He threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Swing and a foul out of play. In the air, left field, down the line. Peterson really on his horse for this one. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. In time, the 2-3 strike. Back here in Denver, we head to the bottom of the second. Here's Mookie Betts. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, Gold Gloves, and everything else you can think of.
And it is 2-1. Fastball for a strike.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The wind and the pitch. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Juan Soto now. That's out to center field. 2 up, 2 down. And here's the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Carter sizing this one up. Makes the catch, inning over. Back here at Coors Field, new inning getting started. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Barry Larkin. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Line and a base hit into right. So now back to the top of the order.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Crow Armstrong now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
8-2. No balls, 2 strikes.
Trying to move him over here. And that's an out on the sacrifice.
Really nice technique right there to get that sac bunt down. Advances that runner up another base. That was his job. He got it done.
Doyle in the box now. No balls and a strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
0-2.
Makes the grab. 2 down. Here comes Christian Yelich. He's 0 for 1.
Yelich.
1-0-1 on the gun. Swing and a
0-1.
miss. Swings through that one out in front that
0-2
time.
to count.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swings and misses. Struck him. And we're back. And here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Raleigh,
That's a ball.
switch hitting catcher, 28
1-0.
years old. And he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2018. Slides, but it gets by him.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And fouled off. Runner at first with no outs here. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and now they're out in front. It's 2-1.
That pitch was intended to stay inside, but it leaked out over the middle of the plate. Hitter waited on it, and he connected just perfectly.
Back to the top of the order now. Now Correa up to hit. Crow Armstrong should have it. 1 away. So digging in, Walker Jenkins. Fly to left his first time.
Jenkins.
Ground ball right side, Geloff. Slinging it to first in time. 2 down, base is empty. And the batter now, Jock Peterson. Makes the catch, inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Babe Ruth. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot. Well, these players, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
On a line out towards center. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. Now it's Justin Turner. Grounded out his first time.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
The 0-2 pitch from Satchel. To third, Gordon. Zips it to first.
out.
2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. Next to hit, Evan Carter. Grounded out his first time. And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That one at triple digits.
He normally does
No balls,
damage
2
on that
strikes.
pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And Satchel hauls it in for the out. And that's back here in Denver. Now here is Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey.
Griffey was an instant sensation when he burst onto the major league scene back in 1989. A sweet swinging 19-year-old kid, and he got to play alongside his dad. He was a special player. A little out front there as he swings through it.
And in his rookie
1-1.
year, it was already clear that Ken Griffey Jr. was a generational talent, a bona fide 5-tool player, and every one of those 5 tools was elite.
Swing and a miss. He was
1 ball,
late. Strike
2
2.
strikes.
That term 5-tool guy gets thrown around lightly sometimes, but with Junior, it applies 100%. There's nothing this guy couldn't do on the diamond.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Raleigh down to first.
He's out.
Got him. 1 away on the strikeout. And now it's Mookie Betts.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Struck out swinging his first time. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. That's to third. Turner to first, and Betts is gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Juan Soto, the next to hit. First
Oh, that's
offering,
out.
and it just misses. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Instead of letting the hitter
got a
get his
ball,
arms
strike.
extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That one hammered center field. Way back there. Forget it. He sends it out of here. And they add to the lead. It's 3-1.
What I love about this swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin and hit it out of the ballpark. Really nice job.
So 2 away with nobody on. Nick Kurtz will hit next. Fly to left his first time. Foul ball. The 0-1. Fastball
Ball
is
that's
outside. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And there's a ball.
2-2 the count.
Good job to fight that one off. Stays alive.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. That's going back. Back some more. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Grounded out his first time up. Page back to work. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
You know, this group of hitters, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So up next, Zach Geloff. He's 0 for 1. Turned on, but foul wide of third.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for him at times.
Way out
No
front
ball,
for
2
strike
strikes.
2. And that one hammered. Griffey on his horse. Corrals it. And there are 2 outs. Now it's the shortstop, Barry Larkin. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one sliced foul. This to third, and it stays fair.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
0-1's the
Crow
count.
Armstrong at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there.
Kelly just threw that
0-2.
fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult.
There goes Larkin. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
Out.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Way high.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first.
He's out.
Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. So digging in, Alex Gordon.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
0-1.
And the 0-1. On the ground, right side. And he's out on the
You're
tag.
out.
So the batting order turns over. And the batter will be the shortstop, Carlos Correa. The shortstop takes a ball.
That's a good pitch there.
Counts 1-0.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Crow Armstrong makes the catch. And that is that. So now here's the DH, Brenton Doyle. 0 for 2 in this one. Doyle measures 6 feet 4 inches, 26 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH.
0-1's the count. Aye.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Yelly stepping into the box now.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
0-2
Oh, I
the
think the
count.
key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter
One
or
ball,
2 is
2
bonus,
strikes.
but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
One down, base is empty. Oh, he
Ball
doesn't
2.
get the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. That one
3-2.
just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that one finds its way through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock.
0-1's
And
the count.
you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. So now Turner in on that right side, and that is out of play. Line drive, and foul ball. With the tying run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th.
0-1.
Now they get the runner and a rundown. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. This one in the dirt. High in the air, out to right. Jenkins on the move. He's got it, and that is that. Digging in, Walker Jenkins. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Round second, digging for third. Caught in a rundown now. And they put the tag on him for the out. Here's Jock Peterson, 1 for 2. There's the strike. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss.
2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
0-2.
And down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Center fielder,
Ken Griffey
Ken
Jr. getting ready to hit.
Junior.
Out to center. Crow Armstrong sizes this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. Now the left fielder, Evan Carter. And the right-hander back to work. He swings and misses at the first pitch.
0-1.
0-1.
This isn't a pitcher that softens up when he starts to show signs of fatigue. I mean, his stuff stays sharp. Makes these at-bats more difficult than
No
they
ball, 2
normally would be
strikes.
against other pitchers at this stage of the game.
That to right. Jenkins makes his way towards it. And there's 1 away. And now the catcher comes up to him. Cal Raleigh. Not
1-0.
close with that one, and it's 1-0. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. Not in time. He's safe.
Now batting.
1 down, runner at third. Zach Geloff digs in now. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads.
Miller.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them
0-1's
come
the count.
home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That's a base hit. Here comes the throw. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. Next to hit, Barry Larkin. First
That's a ball.
pitch just misses. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one's carrying. Adios, pelota. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 3-3.
For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Crow
0-1.
Armstrong at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Puts a bunt down. Fires over to first. Out number 3. Here's Mookie Betts now. And a foul ball. And a foul ball. That
1 ball,
misses.
2
Ball
strikes.
1.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just to waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a
Here you go.
following pitch to help you get that out.
No swing. Eric Summerskill with the call. See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. And now it's Juan Soto. That clips a corner. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. All tied up. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Lifted in the air, right field. Yelich should have it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Now it's going to be
Now batting,
Nick Kurtz.
First baseman, Nick Kurtz.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
It might be
0-1 's the
time to
count.
choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Carter makes the grab, and that's the inning. So now the DH spot, Brenton Doyle. 0 for 3 in this one. And that one fouled off. He caught it behind his back. The throw, and that's a great play for the out. Here's Yelich at the dish. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Well, a
0-1.
come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Strike 2.
0-2.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Babe Ruth. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
And a swing and a
1
miss.
ball,
There's that
2
slider.
strikes.
Got him.
3.
And a nice inning of work there. Here's the catcher to hit, Cal Raleigh. Brown back to work. Fought off foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safe.
Now pitching. Gregory Soto.
Swings through that.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty. So up next, Alex Gordon. He's already homered in this game.
Gordon.
Fastball high and
that
tight
ball
right
got him.
there. A
Right
scary
there.
combo. I tell you what, everyone in the stadium looked like they felt like they needed to jump out of the way. I know I moved.
And here comes Carlos Correa. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Hit in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Brings it in. And there's 2 away. So digging in, Walker Jenkins.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the
count.
dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And now it's even up. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Just
That pitch
missed.
is out.
That one
Inside, ball
misses.
3.
And that's ball 3. 3-1, and he
Ball.
couldn't come up with
Take
it.
your base.
And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base. Peterson swings through it for strike 1.
Good
0-1.
pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Can't get there. Should be extra bases. 1 runs in. Another comes in to score. Caught up now trying to get to third. Tag, and he's out.
He's
Trying
out.
to get back, and that will. Turner climbs in on that right side. There's the strike. Miller, a 6'5" righty.
0-1's the
He
count.
features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Bunt attempt popped up. Reaching down and makes the grab. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
That one ripped, but foul. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top of the 9th. And a swing and a miss.
Just amazing to me
0-2
how
the
many
count.
closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Raleigh at the plate now as he chases after
0-1.
that one.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Miller is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show.